Are you thinking about selling your home and you're wondering, how do I find a good listing agent? Easy answer. Just hire one with the biggest bus bench or the flashiest Instagram feed. Done! Except not really. Here's the truth. Choosing the wrong listing agent can cost you time, money, and your sanity. And in a place like Marin County, where homes swing from low 200,000s to super high multi-million-dollar estates, you can't afford to roll the dice. So today we're breaking down the real-world criteria that actually matters when you're picking a seller's agent, minus all the fluff. So let's get to it. I'm Carrie Hill, lawyer-turned-realtor, here today to give you the lowdown on hiring a good listing agent. Here's a wild stat. There are over 1.6 million real estate agents in the United States. Some are top-notch professionals, and some, let's just say you wonder if their license came free with a box of frosted flakes. I'm breaking down the 10 criteria that actually matter when you hire someone to sell your house. Plus, I'll share real seller stories, the wins, and the horror shows, so you know exactly what to look for and what to avoid. Hustle and relevant results. So experience matters, but not in the way most people think. You don't want the agent who's been coasting for decades from their big name recognition while they're barely lifting a finger for your sale. What you do want is someone who hustles hard and has proven that they can sell homes, like yours, to your kind of buyer. One seller learned the hard way after hiring an agent purely on reputation. Big name, little effort. Their home sat on the market for months and sold way under value. The takeaway? Don't get dazzled by years in the business. Judge by the energy, preparation, and results the agent brings to your type of sale. That's how you know they can deliver. Robust marketing plan. Look, putting your house on the MLS and slapping a for sale sign in the yard is not a marketing plan. It's the bare minimum. A good listing agent will walk in with an actual marketing strategy. At the very least, professional photos, sharp listing copy, and exposure across every major real estate platform. But the best? They go further. Drone shots, 3D tours, video walkthroughs, custom brochures, and targeted social ads. And not the one-size-fits-all fluff. Tailored marketing that highlights your home's strengths. Got a big backyard and great schools nearby? Ads in local parent groups make sense. And if this agent shrugs and says, we'll just see if some people show up, that's not a strategy, that's laziness. A strong agent will already have a clear, proactive plan to get the right buyers through your door. Accurate pricing strategy. One of the biggest red flags, the agent who tells you your house is worth way more than reality just to win your listing. Yep, it's an agent trick. Sure, it feels nice in the moment, but then the home sits, the price drops, and the buyers start wondering what's wrong with your home. That dream number ends up costing you in the end. Not because you have to lower your price, but by sitting on the market for so long, it's going to sell for, more than likely, even lower than if you had just priced it correct to begin with. A trustworthy agent shows up at your home with detailed comparative market analysis, actual data on recent sales, active competition, and neighborhood trends. They explain why they recommend a price, not just throw out a big one to flatter you. Okay, you may have to get this after the first time your agent sees your home because the way your home looks has a lot to do with the comparative market analysis. So a super good agent sees your home first, and then they do that work. Pro tip, ask the agent how they'd adjust the home if it doesn't get activity in the first 2 weeks. A sharp agent knows that pricing isn't static, it's a strategy. The goal? Hit the sweet spot that attracts offers without leaving money on the table. And yes, sometimes that means telling you something that you don't want to hear. Like repainting your kitchen could bring in an extra $5,000. The best listing agents give you honesty and a real game plan, not just the highest number that you want to hear. Hey, if this video helped you even the tiniest little bit so far, please hit the subscribe button. It's the thing that makes me feel less weird about talking to the camera in my office like I'm losing an argument with myself. Commitment to your best interests. When you're figuring out how to find a good listing agent, here's a non-negotiable. Loyalty. You want an agent who's laser focused on getting you the best deal, not someone trying to play both sides of the chessboard. Enter the shady world of dual agency. One agent representing both buyer and seller. Sounds efficient, right? No, wrong. They double their commission, but cut their ability to fight 100% for you. Some experts flat out say to stay clear of agents who do dual agency. I don't believe in it, and I'm a California lawyer, because it is a massive conflict of interest. A reputable listing agent will promise to avoid dual agency, often handing a buyer to another agent rather than cashing in twice. Bottom line, you want a true seller's agent, not someone auditioning for puppet master of both sides. Fair and flexible contract terms. Here's something most sellers don't realize. When you hire a listing agent, you're signing a contract that often locks you in for 3 to 6 months. And buried in that contract, well, that's a clause that says if you bail early, you still owe them the full commission. Imagine firing someone and still paying them. That's fun, right? No. The best agents don't need to trap you. They'll offer easy exit agreements or at least a cancel anytime clause. Why? Because they're confident you'll want to stick around. Look for them to tell you something like, if you're not happy, we can cancel anytime. It might not be actually in the contract, because a lot of these contracts are standard, but they can write that to you in an email so that you know they'll stick to it. When reviewing an agreement, check the length, the fees, the commission rate, and whether there's flexibility if performance isn't there. Don't be shy about negotiating. You can ask for a shorter initial term. If an agent has a trouble with that, they may care more about protecting themselves than protecting your sale. Communication and availability. Selling a home is stressful enough. You don't want an agent who vanishes between open houses or treats you just like another file on their desk. A good listing agent lays out exactly how they'll keep you updated. Weekly check-ins, feedback after every showing, and a clear line of communication when the offers roll in. But it's not just about talking. It's about time. Some top agents juggle so many listings, they forget who you are. Having a team can help, but you should know up front who you'll actually be dealing with day to day. Don't be afraid to ask, will you personally handle my sale, or will I mostly be talking to your assistant? Here's the irony. The local celebrity agent may not hustle as hard because they don't have to, while a hungry, less famous agent might work twice as hard to earn your business and do a better job selling your home. Bottom line, you want an agent who communicates clearly, makes you feel like a priority, and actually has the bandwidth to back it up. References and reputation. You wouldn't hire a babysitter without references. So why would you trust someone with a 6 or 7 figure asset without checking theirs? Check reviews online, Zillow, Google, Facebook. Look for patterns. If 3 people say the agent went ghost during the sale, believe them. If several say the agent's negotiation skills landed them an over-asking price, even better. And remember, even great agents can get a grumpy client here and there. So pay more attention to how the agent handles criticism than the fact that it exists. Network and buyer reach. A good listing agent doesn't just plop your house online and pray. They work their network like it's a full-time job, because it is. Ask what they'll do beyond the MLS. Great agents know who's still hunting. Maybe a family lost out on a house down the street. They can call that agent directly and get them in your door. In short, the broader and smarter the reach, the better your odds. The best listing agents don't just market to strangers scrolling Zillow at midnight. They already know which buyers are circling your neighborhood and how to get them through your door. Negotiation skills and track record. Getting an offer is only half the battle. The other half, having an agent who can actually negotiate on price, terms, and repairs to keep more money in your pocket. Here's one easy way to check. Ask about their sale to list price ratio. If they regularly close homes at or above listing, that's a good sign that they know how to price right and fight hard. If their listings consistently go For only 95% of asking, you might be looking at someone who overprices up front, caves in negotiations, or just doesn't push hard enough. Bottom line, a skilled negotiator can literally pay for themselves by getting you a stronger outcome. Gut feeling and trust. After all the stats, credentials, and interview questions, don't ignore your gut. Selling a home is personal, and you'll be working with your listing agent for weeks or months. So you better actually like and trust them. Think back to your interviews. Who made you feel heard? Who explained things clearly instead of drowning you in jargon? Who gave you confidence that they had your back? If you're torn between two qualified agents, the tiebreaker is usually the vibe. Because here's the thing, the right agent won't just get your home sold, they'll make the process less stressful, keep you informed, and maybe even make it enjoyable. If someone feels off, trust that instinct and keep looking. The right fit is out there, and when you find them, you'll know. So that's it. 10 things to look for when you're figuring out how to find a good listing agent. The right one isn't just a name you've seen on billboards or a referral from your neighbor. It's the person who proves they have the skills, the hustle, and the loyalty to put your interests first. And if you're thinking about selling here in Marin County, I'd love to be that listing agent for you. Check the link out below and let's talk strategy for getting your home sold fast and for top dollar. And if you found this breakdown helpful, hit the button and subscribe for more smart and sarcastic real estate advice. There should be some more videos above my head right now. Thank you for watching and have a great day.